Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Jamie, aka Rick here, bringing you part 34 of my GTA4 Let's Play. In this episode I continue following that family. So, still can't remember their name, I need to look that up really. But yeah, I've planted a bomb under their car basically, and I've got to follow them to a factory where then I have to trigger the bomb and clean up the rest of them, you know, with whatever guns I choose. So yeah, it's a pretty simple mission. I mean, this following takes quite a while, which is a bit annoying. So, no, you can't speed it up at all. It's how long they take to get there. Because obviously if you get too close or whatever, then it spooks them out. So, that's a bit annoying. But yeah, after that, go and see Jerry again. And, you know, it's kind of step 2 to this operation of pinning, or trying to split these two guys up. It's the Albanians and this Italian family. So, in this time I have to dress up as an Albanian and go and take out, you know, perform a hit on some guy from this family, just to try and break up the alliance between the two families. Because obviously it's going to make it even harder for Jerry and that to get on the map if these two families are joined together, you know, strong alliance. So yeah, he doesn't want that to happen obviously, so, you know, I'm sure there'll be a couple more parts to breaking this up. But so far, I mean, well, after these two missions, it's pretty strong, like evidence against the Albanians that, you know, they're not agreeing with the contract. They're not, you know, proper allies really. So hopefully that'll split them up. But then after that, I go and see Joe Pegorino for the first time. I have to dress up pretty smart, so I have to get the suit back on, and he wants me to watch over a deal that he's making with another Italian family. Basically to get him onto this like community of all the families, so basically I can get his name back out there again and become bigger and better. So, you know, it's fair point, you know, fair play to him. He obviously wants to grow, earn more money. So, you know, obviously the deal I go to goes sour like every other one has done so far that I've played. So yeah, that goes sour and I have to basically save him again. But that's in the next video. Just the shootout's not in this video, so look forward to that in the next one. But yeah, that's pretty much all that goes on in this video gameplay wise. But I'm going to talk about the Steam sale in general, not just the one that's going on at the moment, but in general, like, you know, the idea behind it and why it's good, why it's not so good. But, you know, I mean, it's fair play to Steam doing these special offers. I mean, most weeks they have special offers on certain games, but during the Steam sale it's crazy offers, normally like over 50% off most or some games during the sale. Yeah, I bought a couple already, so you know, I can't complain about that. And the first one I bought was Frontline Fuels of War. So a game I've looked at before, like when I had my Xbox 360 first and I didn't have live and everything. It was a game that looked quite good and that I wanted to play, so when I saw it for, it was £2.50 I think, which I thought, you know, that's dirt cheap, so I'll buy it. And haven't played it yet, but I have installed it, so yeah, it's not too bad. So I should get around to playing that at some point today, maybe in the following week sometime. But no, I definitely will play it because it looked good at the time. It's not like a Call of Duty or anything, it hasn't got a huge multiplayer like following, but we'll see what the storyline's like. Might bring some videos of that if I like it, and feel like you'll like it maybe as well. So you might see that in the future. Another one along the same sort of lines, Medal of Honor. It's a game that I've wanted to buy for ages, but I didn't hear great reviews about it, so I'm not going to pay like the full price. Like it was 20 quid or something, I think it was. So I think I was going to wait until it goes down in price a little bit, which it has done. In the Steam sale I think it was like £6 or something, so you know, I mean, £6 is nothing really for a game these days. So, especially a new one like that, it's only been out like 4 or 5 months or something. So yeah, I thought I'd download that and play a bit of it. I've had a couple of multiplayer games, not amazing yet, because obviously I haven't got many of the guns, haven't played it that much, I'm still getting used to it. So, but what I played of it was pretty good, so definitely will be playing more of it. The graphics look amazing on my PC anyway. I'm not sure about like Xbox and stuff, but you know, cranked it up to ultra, it looks pretty nice. I agree with what Total Biscuit said though about it. It hasn't got a huge field of view, which can be annoying. So obviously if you play a game in widescreen, you expect to have like a huge scope of where you can see, but you know, it's quite narrow, everything's quite zoomed in, so, but you know, we'll hopefully get around that and get some good games in. Hopefully bring you some, maybe on Sundays, just for a random video. Might even bring you a walkthrough, or not a walkthrough, but a playthrough of the single player, if I enjoy it enough, which hopefully I will, even though it's only £6, so if I don't like it and I get a good couple of hours out of it, it's still good enough. What else? Yesterday, I mean, I had some fantastic games. I had Borderlands. I think the like Ultimate Edition with all the expansions was like $7.50, and that's the game I've put good 100+ hours into. So for $7.50, you cannot beat that for value for money. Definitely not. Test Drive they had on yesterday. It's another fantastic game. I think it was a £5, something like £5. So still really cheap, and it's not your like standard shooter driving game. So yeah, it's got a little twist on it. There's some off-roading as well as like street racing and like asphalt racing as well. So it's kind of 3 different types of racing, so it makes it a bit more interesting for the player. Doesn't get like, you know, stuck on one type of racing all the time. Like Forza, I love them, love playing Forza and like Gran Turismo and stuff, but after a while they get a little bit boring because they're all days the same, you know, it's always on tracks and stuff. I don't mind street racing, obviously, like Need for Speed, Underground 1, 2, Most Wanted, probably the best 3 in my opinion. They're all street racing, so you know that doesn't get boring either, but I think it's just because of the fact that you've got the customization that with it that kind of carries it, you know, so you're looking at quite nice cars in that. But you know, Test Drive, the off-roading is amazing, the street racing is alright, you know, it's not as good as Need for Speed, but you know, it's where it needs to be. And track racing is kind of boring, but it's all good. I mean, I don't mind it, so yeah, definitely recommend that. Even though it's not on sale now, but it's gone back up, but still, even for the price it is now, it's still worth it. Same goes for Borderlands, definitely. I'd quite happily pay 20-25 £, which I did at the time when I first bought it. So yeah, and I've liked it so much I've got it on Xbox and PC. So you know, you can't complain about that. Over the 2 I've probably got, like, I've got a level 60 character on Xbox and probably a level 30, 40 something on PC. I haven't played it for a while, so that's well over 100 hours easily in one game. So you know, it's kind of like a fun and fancy game for that aspect. No, the Steam sale today was, again, it's pretty strong. It's Just Cause 2, a game I've already got, but I only bought it like a couple of weeks ago. It's a bit of a shame. I mean, it's like £3.60, 70 something on the Steam sale. I only paid like £4 or £5 for it, so I'm not too bothered about that. But yeah, I haven't played it yet. I haven't even installed it yet. It's sitting in its packaging at the moment. But you know, it's looked good. I played the first one. Had it on Xbox. I've sold it now, but I had it on Xbox, and it was pretty random. I mean, it's like guerrilla warfare. Basically, you're taking over like an island, but you're fighting back against the police of the island. I think that's what it is anyway. But yeah, and you just do pretty crazy stuff, you know, jump out of airplanes, parachutes. You got quite nice guns and cars and everything. It's pretty interesting. Definitely recommend picking up the first one. But I've heard the second one's meant to be a lot better, so you know, if you can, definitely pick it up on the Steam sale today. But if not, you know, it's probably worth paying a bit more for it. Maybe like £10, £15, probably worth it for that. You get quite a lot of game time out of it. The second one definitely. First one you should be able to find dirt cheap now anyway, so you know, it'd probably be worth buying for like under a tenner, I would imagine. But what else today? Black Ops as well, which I was shocked at. So I was thinking, yeah, maybe I'll buy Black Ops if it goes on sale, but I doubt it will because obviously it's Activision and whatever. But you know, I was shocked to see it actually go on sale. It's not by much. I mean, it was like still 30-40 £, but it's gone down to about 25, I think it is, which I was still not going to buy it for that, I think, because I've got Black Ops on the Xbox, and yeah, it's fun, and like some days I think, yeah, I'm really going to play Black Ops for ages today, and I could jump on it, play like probably an hour, 2 hours, and then I just think, nah, I don't want to play this anymore. But you know, that is generally what I'm like as a gamer. I don't stick on one game for that long, which is quite bad in some aspects, because like today played a bit of WoW this morning. Just jumped on for like, I think it was only like 20 minutes in the end, and then played a couple of games of StarCraft, and then what else I played a bit of Nation Red again, and recorded another video. Yeah, they're edited at the moment, and I think uploading as we speak, so that's pretty good. But yeah, it's going well. It's like YouTube thing, isn't it? But it's not letting me play like games I want to play for long periods of time, because before, like, I played WoW for absolutely ages at a time, good like 5 hours straight, or at least like 5-6 hours in a day, not on and off, you know, some in the morning, and then I go to college or whatever, and then come back, play some more, whatever, go to work, you know. But yeah, and StarCraft as well, I used to play that when I first got it, like hours and hours on end, but haven't really been able to do that. The only game I've really played for hours on end is GTA, but only because it wiped my save and I had to restart it. So, you know, hopefully in the future, once I, you know, get a night's job, which I'm hoping to get soon, I'll be able to actually have some scheduled game time, because at the moment I kind of have like a day shift where it starts like not super early, but like quite early in the day, about 10 or 11, and doesn't finish till like 8 or 9, so it kind of ruins most of the day. By the time I want to get home, it's like getting dark, so I get tired. Obviously I stay up for like a good 4 hours probably when I get home from work gaming, but then in the morning I just don't wake up until pretty much I've got to go to work. So I think if I had a night's job, obviously I'd be up by like say 11 or whatever, because it would finish at like 3 or something like that, and I'd have a long time until like 8-10 when I started next. So yeah, I think that would be a lot better to actually get into a routine, maybe, which would be weird, because at the moment my hours change like weekly, so I can never say I'm going to do this at this time, because, you know, I never know when I'm working until like the week before. So, but yeah, hopefully that'll bring a little bit of solidarity to my schedule. Back to the Steam sale anyway. Star Wars, like some old school Star Wars games like Battlefront 2, I think it's like £1.50. It's ridiculously cheap. I've been looking for it for years, like on PC, but I've never really been able to find it that cheap. I mean, it's a super old game, and you know, that's the kind of thing you'd expect to find cheap, really old games, but I haven't been able to find it, so I was really happy to see it go on Steam sale today, and you know, I bought it straight away pretty much as soon as I saw it. So I checked the balance, obviously, even though it is only £1.50, but still got to be a bit caring with your money. But yeah, definitely recommend buying that. It's a first-person shooter, Star Wars like game, and I've actually been in the machinima for it once, like long time ago. So it was probably when I was still in high school, I think. It was just like a preview, like trailer type thing for this machinima that never actually got done. It's only the trailer that's been done, but you know, I put on a posh English accent for some of the I was actually the sniper, I think, in Battlefront in this trailer, but yeah, I had to put on a posh English accent for it, and you know, it was quite good. I mean, no, I probably could do a better job now, but I was nervous back then, like in front of a microphone, because I'd never done anything like it before. But now I've got quite a few videos behind me. I've got like good 60 odd videos now behind me, and I feel a bit more comfortable just basically sitting in my room talking to myself. So no, it's improved a lot, I think, since the start. The first one I was really nervous about doing, but after I finished it, I listened through it a couple of times, and you know, it wasn't too bad. I mean, it wasn't fantastic, but I'm still learning about this. I'm still trying to improve the, you know, the commentary quality, trying to stop pausing a lot and saying like and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's difficult. It does take a little bit of time to get your words flowing nicely, and just to know how to link things together, basically, which is the most difficult thing for me, because I write down what I'm going to say about, but it's piecing those things together that's quite difficult, you know, going from one topic to the other, or one game from the other. And as you can tell, I go on rants sometimes, you know, I go off topic quite easily. So we're going to bring this back to the Steam sale, and another Star Wars game that I already own, but I would definitely recommend buying if you haven't got it, is Knights of the Old Republic. I think it's 1 that's on the Steam sale. So, you know, good long RPG game. So again, definitely recommend buying that if you haven't already got it. So what else was on there? Terraria, which is a game I haven't got, but I've watched a lot of videos for it. So obviously Total Biscuit and Jesse Cox, I think it is, have done quite a few videos on it on both of their channels. Obviously, it's a dual-com like series, so it's been really entertaining. Like the latest one, I think, was Jesse tried to like blow up TB with some dynamite, but it kind of backfired on him. So, but yeah, they're very entertaining videos, and the game looks pretty good. I mean, at first it was just like, right, so you've just taken Minecraft and basically cloned it, but it looks to me like they've added a lot like to the crafting instead of obviously the game world, which is because Minecraft's 3D, it's more visual, whereas Terraria is pretty simple on the visuals, but they kind of require, that's why I think they've put more crafting into it, obviously, because they haven't got the 3D graphics and anything. So, but yeah, I think the Steam sale overall is a good idea, but because obviously it promotes games like Terraria and that, smaller games have a ridiculous amount like sales. It's like takes the prices down so low, and you know, it gives encouragement to people that maybe think, oh, I don't know, I might buy that, I might not, to actually try it out, and you know, from there obviously branches out. The more people that play it and buy it, the better reputation it gets, and you know, it starts getting big sales. I think that's pretty much what happened to Minecraft. It wasn't in a sale or anything, but it was advertised heavily on YouTube for a couple of big directors, so like Cnanas and the Yogscast, obviously, probably the two most famous. But yeah, after that it kind of just lifted off, and it was still in alpha at that point, so it was really cheap. It was only like £5 I think I paid for it, and now it's up to like £10–15 I think. So you know, it's a lot better to buy games earlier like that. So that was just lucky for most people that bought it early, that it was advertised and people just jumped straight on it. So you know, it was hugely popular and still is now. I mean, it's to the point now where if you start producing Minecraft videos you can't really stop, which is probably the one reason I haven't done it so far, because you get a lot of people just constantly bugging you to make Minecraft videos, and you know, even if you do enjoy making them, I still think that's a bit annoying for me. That would be, because my channel so far has been about like different, you know, it hasn't been just one game type, you know, one type of game, but it's been a variety of games. Since I started out obviously with GTA, I've played, I don't know what you class it as really, but I've played StarCraft, I've played like Call of Duty, I've played Brink, which is kind of the same type of game. They're both first person shooters, but I've played StarCraft, as I said. I've played dual stick shooter in Nation Red, so you know, well, it's Portal obviously, this is a puzzler. So you know, it's variety is what I'm going for with my channel. I don't want just one type of game all the time, so I think that'll get a bit boring, even for me and for my viewers as well, I'd imagine. So you know, try and keep that variety. But yeah, so Steam sale, I think it's a great promotion for games that maybe aren't selling as well as they should be. Some games I think that didn't have the sales, like obviously Borderlands. I mean, a lot of people who've played it know it's good, but I mean, it's not like a huge title. It wasn't like multi-selling. It was probably outsold by most first-person shooters in that year, even it weren't as good as it, just because of the fact it wasn't like that. But hopefully the Steam sale, I think that's what most companies use it for. They say, right, yeah, put my game on sale, hopefully it will boost sales in it, and you know, then obviously someone buys it on that day, plays it, and then tells their friends, look, this game's really amazing, I got it really cheap. I know it's not on sale anymore, but still, like, buy it. And obviously because it's got an insanely good co-op, Borderlands, maybe, you know, some more copies will be bought just for the fact that one person's bought it on the sale and told their friends about it. So since I bought it, I know at least 5–6 people that have bought it just from like me saying it's good. So I think it does work in that way. Definitely, if that's, you know, what people use it for. But as well, it brings maybe like you put a sale on a game just before the sequel to that comes out. I think that, what is it, Heroes of Might and Magic or something, has just gone on sale like lately, and the new one's coming out soon. So obviously that brings a bit of hype towards the new one. So that's quite a clever use of the Steam sale. But the only thing I don't like about it is, as you know, I'm a collector. I collect things. You don't get a solid copy of the game. I've got like 40 odd games on my Steam account now, and obviously some of them I've linked to my Steam account from a disc, but a lot of them I don't have the discs to, and you know, it's not the best idea for me. But I mean, a lot of games nowadays, if you want to get the good prices, or you want to get some games that you can't get on the disc, then you've kind of got to do it this way. Obviously you can't get Minecraft on the disc. You might be able to when it launches, but at the moment you can't. Obviously Terraria, I don't think you can. Magica you can now. You couldn't start with when I bought it. So you know, things like that. But it's just the fact that you don't get the solid copies, which you know, I'm not a huge fan of. But you know, something you live with when you see a game for like a couple of quid that you really want. It doesn't really faze me that I'm not going to get a box for it. So yeah, that's pretty much wraps up this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time for part 35. Goodbye for now.